Fill her up, exactly 100 miles, 160 kilometers. Price of fuel, $3.99. And 6.4 gallons. Sounds like 15 miles per gallon. Or less. Or a lot less. Whoop! Oh yeah, right on my brand new shoes. 7 gallons, which is 28 liters, kind of, sort of. Sounds like 13 miles per gallon. Sun's going down. Crazy. Too early. Winter. I'm going to Florida. Don't tell Mrs. CW. Jungle music. We just passed by the Shelburne Museum. Welcome to Charlotte. In North Carolina, it's Charlotte. In Vermont, it's Charlotte. It's just idyllic here. We're almost on the shore of Lake Champlain. When we round this bend, you get a view of the lake. It's beautiful here. It'd just be nice if I was retired, didn't have to work. I could just tootle around and buy and sell antiques. Work on my Corvairs. I just saw a BMW 325 XI wagon, black, just like mine. Oh, dirty. I couldn't stop and talk. There was too much traffic. I wonder if it was a 5-speed. Probably an automatic. What are you doing here, Mr. Muggs? You loving the sunshine? Oh, yeah. Did you ask for more beautiful scenery? And off in the distance, the mountains of Vermont. It's hard to run a farm, hard to find anybody that wants to work. Can't bring in these so-called illegals. Undocumented. They're not illegal, they're human beings. Just looking for some opportunity. It's a big barn, I tell you. Running a farm is a small business. Up before dawn, milk the cows, maintain the buildings, buy new fancy equipment. There's some big estate in there with rows and rows of maple trees guarding the driveway with a view of the valley. Drove down here years ago, 2005, 2006, to buy my blue Suburban in my friend's Hyundai. He just installed new tie rods. And they weren't lined up. The front wheels were going 2 different directions, and it was snowing something awful. And I went up the mountain into the Green Mountain National Forest. I went right by the guy's turnoff, and I was driving, and it was miserable. But I got there, I bought the truck. The truck was junk. Differential was howling. The Diffie pumpkin was full of water, sludge. No idea how that happened, but it was. And the guy was just a total jerk. I wanted the truck though, even though it was a Turbo 400 3-speed automatic, no overdrive. And don't buy any more 3-speed automatics. The half-tons are all 4-speed automatic overdrives, but the 3/4 are probably half and half, 700 R4s, which is the optional transmission. Standard transmission is a Turbo 400 3-speed. The motor just screams. As I was mentioning earlier, my buddy Spike Punk just bought a 2-wheel drive Suburban, a half-ton. I think it has 3. It's got 8 lug wheels. Anyways, I saw a picture of it. But it's got 342 gears. And when he's doing this speed here, 55, he's revving 1,500. I'm revving 1,800 RPMs. So he saves fuel, wear and tear. But I've got 410s because it's a 3/4 ton, and that's what I got. That's what I got. You get what you got what you get. Yeah, we're taking the long way to Massachusetts. Taking a bit of a detour, but it's worth it. Get to see the sights. Beautiful Vermont scenery. Life is good. Make the best of it. Rock salt, ready for the winter. From those big salt mines. Where are they? In Minnesota, maybe? Wisconsin? Coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As big freighters go, she was bigger than, oh boy. I don't know the words. I'm gonna butcher it. We're gonna take scenic Route 7 right down Lake Champlain. until Mississippi. I'm taking a big drive. I should have been raking or putting down some flooring. Instead, I'm gallivanting. It is Sunday, you know. Rakings will be there tomorrow. My tenants could do it. They're both retired, sit around baking, eating, smoking cigarettes. Not their responsibility, but for the hour it would take them to do it. I got things to do and places to go. Solar farm. They don't pivot. They only capture the sun when it's high in the sky. It won't be long before that sun's gone down. There's some big old buildings in the distance. Hinesburg, Vermont, Ferrisburg. Don't know. Yep. 4:30 in the afternoon and it's almost dark and it's only going to get worse. Only going to get worse if you consider it getting dark at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Pretty bad. It is. One of the last vistas that we'll see before it gets dark and everything is black. Camera just doesn't capture that beautiful scene. It escapes the camera's lens. I've ridden this on the motorcycle, make a big loop down Vermont, back up the other side and around across the ferry. Yep. Nice stand of mature pine and spruce trees. Ready for cutting. Off to the lumber mill, pulp and paper, wood chip boiler. There's energy in them there woods. Sedan deluxe with the chrome around the window pillars. Used to see those every day. They were hot sellers. Skylark, Le Mans, Malibu, Olds Cutlass. Now they're collectible antiques. Where is the interstate? Somewhere over there to the east. Another solar farm where the electrical lines that bring the power to the populace. See all the solar panels, but gotta be a big cable that takes electricity to market. Look at these beautiful meadows and fields. All used to be wooded. There's more wood in Vermont than there was in the last 200 years, only because it was all clear cut by the mid 1800s. 20% forest and 80% clear cut. Rivers getting clogged with mud, silt, sand. Gotta have trees to secure the ground. So it's all grown back now for the most part, but trees cut down for charcoal for the big cities. Build things. Real 2x, 2x6, 2x12s, 2x4s. Speaking of 2x4s, maybe I should bring a case of twofer. I'm going to visit Mr. Napa Corvair, see his new house, get to look at his smoking big time racing Corvair, the 69 racing Corvair that's kind of sort of painted like a General Lee. Nice sunny brick house way up on the hill. An old barn, creaky old barn, nice and straight. Down the roads, up the roads in Vermont. Big farm operation. Big operation. Subarus. Whole yard full of Subies. Yep. Every kind of Subie. Nice old train station. Beautiful Vermont. Honk if you like Vermont. Everybody had a big barn for the livestock. Now, 100 years later, what do you do with these big old buildings? Are they past their useful life? Good question, huh? shining in the valley. Big ball in the sky. Why did that third tower come down? Were the terrorists just planted, thinking they were doing some dirty deed, when somebody in fact was pulling the strings deeper within this conspiracy? Makes you think, I tell you. Makes you think you're a kook. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. Audi. Yuppie mobile. There's a big barn. Yuppie mobile. Downshift. Up and down. Nice old house. Restaurant. Yellow and red. Interesting. In the valley. Adirondacks way off in the distance. Farm equipment. Wheel horse, lawn boy, snapper. They've all got their weak spots. Belt's too long. Can't change the belt without removing the pulley.